Good morning, everybody. It's me, your favorite LMRA, or Lost Memory Recovery Agent. It's Mike here at Filmboy24. And today we are going to have a little fun. It's going to be goofy and it's going to be fun. And it's going to be all about Ektachrome sound film, found sound film. It's found film number 73. That's right, we're digging deep down into the annals of found film, and we're resurfacing, or we're resurging Cameraman Mike sound film. If you guys don't remember, or you need to get caught up, or you've never been involved with the Cameraman Mike's sound film box set playlist, let me remind you what it is, and if you want to catch up, I'll pop a little, thingamajig right up there where you can catch up on all of it. It's essentially about 54 rolls of Super 8 film, most of which were audio or sound film, where they had the little sound stripe on the edge. And they were shot a long time ago, in the 70s and 80s, and they were never processed for one reason or another, until I got a hold of them. I got them on eBay, and I just banged my watch. I got them on eBay, and I got a really good deal from a fella named Cameraman-Mike on eBay. It was a couple years ago. I think it was in 2021. But I figured we could put this playlist together and see if we could try and locate anyone that's in this film. Now, if you follow this series, you know that most of these well, maybe not most, but maybe half have featured a little guy named Joey. He's kind of become the star of the Cameraman Mike series. And one day we hope to locate him, maybe even pop him on the channel and find out what's going on. If he's still around, I think he is. So what we have for you today, this tasty little treat of found memory, this little memory box here, it was in this box. Now, most of them did come in boxes like this, but they were loosely dropped in, just like this. And I really don't have any idea if they at some point fell out and were just jammed in whatever box was next to them. Because this particular cart right here in this box had a process before date of June of 1980. I found an edge code during processing on this one, and that edge code was a circle. The symbol was just a circle. Now, according to Kodak's website, that circle means that this roll of film was manufactured in 1976. With that, I do believe that we have this in the wrong box. I think it fell out and was put back in this box by somebody. Let's blame it on Cameraman Mike. It may have been me. And the reason I feel like it's in the wrong box, because you got about 18 months from the date of manufacture to the process before date. Somewhere in that range. So I don't think it was in the right box. At any rate, the sound came out pretty well, as we could expect. And just like we've been getting with all of this Cameraman Mike sound film. This was all obtained in Pennsylvania. That's where Cameraman Mike was at, or is, or was at. But I believe that most all of it was shot in and around Arcadia, California. And you'll see a lot of reference to that if you dig back into the playlist there. I process and scan all of this stuff myself. So I process it in HC110B, that's a Kodak developer, the B formula, and I do that for about 7 minutes in the 67 to 68 degree Fahrenheit range. I hang it to dry. I bring it into my scan room, otherwise known as my converted family room, my office, and I scan it on my Movie Stuff Retro Scan Mark II 4K unit. I do the best that I possibly can with all of this film. I don't have the most professional equipment in the world, but it gets the job done. So without too much more of this, let's see what we got here. Here it is.
All right, we're coming out. No, that's not what?
As you know, you are about to enter into a union which is most serious, because it will bind you together for life in a relationship so close and so intimate that it will profoundly influence your whole future. That future, with its hopes and disappointments, its successes and its failures, its pleasures and its pains, its joys and its sorrows, you know that these elements are mingled in your life, respecting your own. So not knowing what is before you, you take each other, for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health until death. Truly then, these words are most serious. It is a beautiful tribute to your undoubted faith in each other, that recognizing their full import, you are nevertheless so willing and ready to pronounce them. And because these words involve such solemn obligations, it is most fitting that you rest the security of your life upon the great principle of self-sacrifice. Now you begin your married life by the voluntary and complete surrender of your individual lives in the interest of that deeper and wider life which you are to have in common. Henceforth you belong entirely to each other. You will be one in mind, one in heart, and one in affection. Whatever happens, deeper and stronger as the years go on. If true love and the unselfish spirit of perfect sacrifice guide your every action, you can expect the greatest measure of earthly happiness for your lawful wife. Vicki, you take Robert in your presence for your lawful husband. Now would you please join your right hands? And Robert, would you repeat these words after me? I, Robert, take you, Vicki.
I, Robert, take you, Vicki.
For my lawful wife. To have and to hold.
To have and to hold.
From this day forward.
From this day forward.
For better, for worse.
For better, for worse.
For richer, for poorer.
For richer and poorer.
In sickness and in health.
Sickness and in health.
Until death.
Until death.
Now, Vicki, would you repeat these words? I, Vicki, take you, Robert.
I, Vicky, take you, Robert,
For my lawful husband.
for my lawful husband,
To have and to hold.
to have and to hold,
From this day forward.
from this day forward,
For better, for worse.
for better and worse,
For poorer.
for richer, for poorer,
Sickness and in health.
and sickness and in health,
Until death.
until death.
This ring
As a sign of my fidelity.
is a sign of my fidelity.
Take and wear this ring
Take away this ring
as a sign of my fidelity.
as a sign of my fidelity.
So there you go. As you could tell, that was a what? Am I messing up the mic as I'm talking? I'm not. Am I? Is the mic? I'm just trying to shoot a video. What we have is a very poorly sound recorded film of a wedding, of some nuptials between Robert and Vicky. Lovely young couple that I truly hope didn't hire this particular videographer, filmographer, as their only source of documentation for their wedding. Very kind of shaky footage. There is a lot of reticulation. This is a very old film. Anytime you have film, this is close to 50 years old. Anytime you have film like that, the emulsion is going to start to reticulate or peel or crack. It becomes very grainy when we process it, especially when you do it at home and you home scan it. I don't know what was going on with the audio. I don't know why. It was relatively common. I've heard it before. I've processed a lot of sound film. And I don't know when they're holding the camera if they just can't stop bumping into something. Something is really whipping that microphone around. I don't know if they're in the middle of a crowd or they just keep trying to adjust it. It was probably on top. It may have been, I don't know, hooked into them. I don't know, but something was bumping that microphone the entire film. So it's a little bit annoying. I'm not going to lie. Not clean audio whatsoever, but we kind of got the gist of everything. It was clearly a nice little wedding ceremony between Robert and Vicky. Hopefully they're still together. Hopefully they're still around. I don't know who Robert and Vicky are. I don't know if that's Joey's brother maybe, or if it's just family, or just a friend's wedding or something like that. It's highly unlikely that you guys will recognize the surroundings, but there's a possibility that somebody might see this film down the road, or maybe right now. Right now, you are seeing this film. Isn't that ironic? So if you do recognize anything in this film, like the people, like the attire, anything, the location, the attire, if you just want to have fun, leave me a comment, let me know. If you do recognize someone, let them know. Let that person know. Hey, I just saw you in a film. You should check it out. If you enjoyed this found film video, which I hope you did, because if you're here at the end and you're still here, then I've done something right, hopefully. How about show me your appreciation and just do that? There's a button down there with a thumb on it. Click it. And if you think I've earned it, maybe we can become like best friends, you know, and you can subscribe. Or at least you can watch my ridiculously goofy antics here on YouTube. If you subscribe, you're not going to miss anything unless you miss it. Until the very next time that I hear, although I won't hear you, or see all of your lovely, shining, golden faces. Don't know where that came from, but I do know where that came from. I'll see all of you on the very next go-around.